Ahoy there, YouTube. I'm back again today for something a little bit different. It's called Behind the Corner. It's where I take you behind the scenes of running Bauer's Game Corner. Bauer's Game Corner, I talk about a variety of different things. In particular, this month, I'm going to talk about how much money I made on my videos in September 2022. Now, typically when I do this segment, I also break down my Fivers, my Amazon links, my Patreons, all that different stuff. But this month, we're just going to focus on videos because last month, if you're new to the channel, was completely different and was amazing. And I'm going to show you exactly why. So first we got our main thing. I just hit 5 million views. That's cool. Can I get rid of you now? Yeah, dismiss you. That's fantastic. Thank you, 5 million people, for doing that, or less than that, but you get what I'm saying. And here's the last 28 days. We're going to break it down just for September, and this is the main channel analytics page. Let's go, Sean. And when you look at it from the daily perspective, it just looks like any old day. But then when you look at it from the monthly, it's like, wow. So this was September 2022, and it was undoubtedly the biggest month I've ever had with a bullet. I mean, you can see this goes all the way back to 2012 when I first started making videos. I got 27 views a day up until earlier this month where, 49,000 views. So for me, hey, Cleric, that's absolutely spectacular. And as many of you know, it's not from board game related stuff, which is very interesting. So let's talk about YouTube Shorts. I started to look into my numbers and into my analytics about all my YouTube Shorts. Let's go find a random one. Let's see. So this one is a video game related one. But even if I did one that was, say, board game related, I still realized that the majority of people watching this were not subscribers. Not even because how it works, I'm pretty sure. That is a huge spike. Big congrats. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I've been over the moon about it. But what I realized was YouTube kind of treats YouTube Shorts and YouTube Long, aka normal YouTube, as like separate things. You don't get pinged when I make a YouTube Short. And once I realized that, I started to just kind of go gung-ho and really use it almost like a second channel to see if I could bring more people in, potentially, to the board game hobby. Now, I know what some people are going to say in the comments. They're going to say, this is actually a really bad idea because X, Y, and Z. And I'm well aware of that. I know it's going to mess with the metrics and the numbers of the this and the that, but I'm trying something different. I'm trying to bring people into the hobby, and hopefully they'll stick around for some board game content. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. But what you really want to know is, how much extra money did I make? Because look at that big spike. And are you ready? Are you ready? Wait, that's not right. There it is. Yeah. And that's nothing. Nothing. So here's the thing. Currently, the way they monetize YouTube Shorts is, if you make YouTube Shorts, you make it on a regular basis, you're not just copying TikTok videos, you're not just stealing videos, there's like some restrictions you have to do, then essentially they just have like this huge pool of money. And they reach out to like a bunch of YouTubers like, hey, we're paying you this month because you made fantastic YouTube Shorts and you had, a million views or whatever. I have yet to see any of that money. But the bottom line is they're going to start monetizing YouTube Shorts early next year. How much traffic from the Shorts did you get to your full videos? Not much, but that's also because they're different. Like, my full videos are board game, 99% of them. Whereas with the YouTube Shorts, they're mostly video games, even though I am branching out. We'll see how successful and unsuccessful those were as well. And any questions you have, I'm more than happy to answer them. And if you ask after the fact, I'll still answer them as well. So views up massively. Watch time up massively. Subscribers, this is the big one. 1,357 new subscribers. Welcome to Bauer's Game Corner. That's more than 10% in 1 month. Now, once we break it down to the daily, you'll see that things have gone way down as, it was really, really hot, and then they fell back to earth. But the bottom line is, falling back to earth, so to speak, is still amazing because look where I was. This is nearly triple the amount of views I was getting on a typical day. It's fan. I ignore Shorts like the plague myself. Yeah, and that's what I noticed. Everybody does. Like, it's like a whole, and that's when I started like, oh wow, this is like my own separate YouTube channel. My subscribers are not watching this at all, but at the same time, I'm bringing in these new YouTube Shorts people who hopefully are going to stick around and watch some board game content. Maybe, maybe not. But let's dig into what did make money, what did do well. So these are the top 10 videos over September, and I'm going to guess they're dominated. Yeah, absolutely dominated. 10 straight YouTube Shorts, all about Apex Legends, which was my go-to stress reliever game. Yeah, I know, one of the most stressful first-person shooters on the planet. Peter, love your Vince Kid. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated, Peter. All right, but yeah, so I started to just shoot some weird videos of me doing stuff in Apex Legends, and they seem to catch on. As you can see, this one has 105,000 views, which, if I go to my video analytics, you'll find makes it like my number 3 video of all time. Like, these are crazy high amounts of views for these YouTube shorts. Now, I will say I take them with a huge asterisk, and I always have. When I hear TikTokers like, yeah, I got like 15 million views, I'm like, yeah, I take it with a bit of an asterisk, because I just feel like it's a lot easier to get massive amounts of views on these short videos, especially with YouTube trying to shove it down people's throats here. But 162,000 views, my most popular now thing is Apex Legends. But once again, no money. There is one here. Tell me you have kids without telling me you have kids part 3, so that's great. Because I tried to do some other weird series. I reviewed certain things, and that's kind of where I started to get more comfortable doing this. The last few years at conventions, I would go there and I would just cover random things that weren't really board game related at all. Just like more like bloggy style stuff. And people really started to dig them. And I was like, well, then I should really start to do them. Because, I mean, it just makes sense. So this is for September. Let's look at some different metrics we can see here. So we'll go with number of subscribers gained, always a good one to check out. We'll go with amount of, subscribers gained, sorry. We're going to go with amount of money made, because I know that's what everybody's wondering. How much does a video make on average? Well, with me, it varies widely. And dominating the money is the How to Play series, which is kind of a development I figured out last year, which was if I got these new games, and this one I want to talk about, that one I'm very proud of. If I get these new and sometimes old games that are just really popular on Amazon and make how to play videos because nobody has how to play videos on them, I feel like I can make my money back. And this is a perfect example right here. Skyjo card game. Like, let's actually dig into Skyjo card game to read, because this was something that I posted last year. Let's see. How do I go to Since Uploaded? Here we go. Last year, and this game has made me $219. My best videos are my How to Play also. And the thing is, they're evergreen videos, too. If you do a good job on them, people are always going to come back to the game. Rule booklets are more likely to get lost. And hopefully, now that I have such a huge lead over, this is just crazy. So, yeah, this is videos from last year. And it still just continues to keep chugging along. So the How to Play videos, definitely, I see why those are the highest revenue ones. Let's see what the next highest revenue one that's not a How to Play video. But first, I want to say How to Play Twilight Inscription. I've had people asking. I know my bread and butter is not typically, like, the How to Play videos that I do are not the type of games that I typically cover as much on my channel. So people have been like, can you do more, advanced games? And so I was like, all right, Twilight Inscription, I ran. No, well, I didn't run because you're not supposed to run, but I got a copy of Twilight Inscription at Gen Con, and they were not giving these out to the media as far as I could tell. Because apparently, there were some people that were asking for one, and they were like, somebody apparently dropped the "Do you know who I am" line, and they didn't get a copy. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to learn this game because I love Twilight Imperium, and I made this. And so, is it going to make its money back? Yeah, probably. It's made $17, but the game just came out a couple weeks ago. But the bottom line is, people seem to be liking this video as well. So I want to check out the likes to dislikes. I think that's really interesting to see as well, because people interact with the YouTube Shorts a lot more as well. So I wonder if they're interacting with the cards. So we can check that out as well. Do we have the revenue? I don't think we have that one. Anything else we want to see here? Any other interesting factoids anybody'd like to know? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribers gain. There we go. So there we go. Subscribers gain. So this is 237. And now you can see why I really started going on these. I've done 100 of these Apex Legends videos because as a content creator, when I find out that something that I really enjoy doing can help me grow my channel, this was my stress reliever. Now it's no longer a stress reliever. Now Apex Legends is work, but still it's fantastic because 159 subscribers, 123, 118, and the best thing about this is these are evergreen videos as long as Apex Legends stays relevant. If Apex Legends goes to season 25, these videos are going to be, relevant to people joining the game 5 years from now, 6 years ago, 10 years from now. So it gets me really excited. But let's find out what got me the most subscribers that was not Apex Legends related. We're going to need to scroll. Twilight Inscription review, I was wrong. And this is another thing that I started to do as well. Just putting a little bit more of a subtitle on the end of my videos. And this is actually something I started to notice that was working well in my Apex Legends videos, to really give people a feel of what was going on in the video. And so it's something that I hope to do going forward in the future with my reviews. Because I see a lot of people do it, and I see why they do it. It's getting good metrics. But that's awesome, too, because that's 20 people in there, and that's also $12.76 more I made off of Twilight Imperium, which brings me closer to paying the game off, which is always my goal. Like, honestly, I get a lot of review copies, but when I purchase games, my whole goal is, I say in my mind, can I pay off this game by creating content on it? And most of the time, it's when I get on Amazon, I'm looking through the new, mass market card games. Like, this is an $8 game, it's got 200 reviews. I think this is going to be pretty popular for Christmas or something like that. And that's how I have to look at it. I look at it from the business perspective, which is interesting. So subscribers gained. Now, I'm curious how the Kickstarter critiques are doing because they're nowhere near here. Let's check out card clicks. I had 1 card click in these videos, which have a grand combined total of probably millions of views. Maybe not millions, but hundreds of thousands of views, quite literally. I had 1 card click, and that's how little people click on cards. Or maybe that's how crappy I do cards, potentially. That could be it as well. So let's check out what was dominating the likes. And it was, wow, 8,772 likes. That's so much likes. And here's the thing. I'm so intrigued to see once they turn on the monetization on these Apex Legends videos and these video game videos, because that's the other thing. What is a card? A card is the thing in the... Let me pop one up real quick. Card is the thing in the top right-hand corner that will pop up, and you can fill it in with like a description. So you can put a video up here. One thing I like to do a lot is I always like to promote my favorite video that I ever made, my 5 facts about Jimmy's Chicken Shack. So now if anyone goes to this YouTube short, they can now easily click to my 5 facts about Jimmy's Chicken Shack, the 90s alternative rock band video, which is what I'm hoping to do. Eventually, it's going to be my biggest video, I do believe, because they're coming back. But that's a card. So it's a little thing that could pop up there. I'm not very good at them. So let's check out the likes. And once again, it's kind of hard to sift through all the information because it's so overwhelmingly dominated by this Apex Legends content. So I think I'm actually going to go a different route on this. We're going to go back to this one. This is Tell Me You Have Kids Without Telling Me You Have Kids. This is where I just kind of chronicle some of the weird stuff I do with my kids or that I find around the house. And so this one was 21 subscribers as well, which once again says to me, hey, maybe I should be doing more some of this bloggy style stuff where I try and do comedy, because at the end of the day, it's just me trying to show you how absurd it is to have kids. But yeah, so I think that's about it. So State of Bowers Game Corner, here's the things you can expect going forward. Board gamers, nothing's really going to change. I'm still I'm planning on putting out a board game content every single day till the day I die. Like, honestly, my dream is to drive around the country in an RV with my amazing wife and play board games and go to board game cafes and meet everybody and go to conventions. And that is always going to be the bread and butter. Like, board games are my original hobby. Obsession, I should say. Video gamers. Yeah, I'm leaning hard into this. It just makes sense. And the thing is, I've started to expand a little bit to these 1-hour review style videos where I'll play a new video game that's on Xbox Game Pass, and I'll play it for 1 hour, roughly 1 hour, and then I will just give you my initial impressions after 1 hour and say, hey, here's who I think might like this game, who's who I think don't like this game. But I try and make it comedic as well. And you can see this one. So this is for Moonscars. And you can see in the last 48 hours, I got 172 views on this, 3 new subscribers. And this is, once again, what I've been trying to do for the past few years, which is just widen my niche. Why does it... Bowers Game Corner doesn't specify it's board games, so why can't I try and do it? And here's the bottom line. If I keep doing this and I keep trying to make them funny and being honest in these, eventually I'm going to find one of those indie hits, like one of those ones where it launches first day and people just go absolutely nuts and crazy for it. And then that could potentially be a lot more people getting into the channel. And that's really what I love about YouTube Shorts, is because I've always had this philosophy that every time you make a YouTube video, anytime I do a live stream, anytime I post anything, I'm essentially scratching a lottery ticket. I'm trying to scratch this off and I'm trying to hit 1 million views. And have I ever done it? No. But I feel like I keep getting closer and closer and closer. But the bottom line is, making YouTube Shorts is kind of like standing at the gas station and just you just keep scratching. Because like this segment right here, I did another one on Let's Build a Zoo, and I thought this game was going to be massively popular, but it's still 3 subscribers. This is for Paw Patrol Grand Prix. I mocked how poorly this game was because it's not a great game. But 2 subscribers. This one's for Overwatch. This was more of a comedy sketch talking about how god-awful Overwatch 2 was at launch and how I ended up cleaning my house that day. True story. My house looks absolutely spectacular because I spent like 4 hours cleaning it while I tried to get into Overwatch. But yes, so you can expect more YouTube Shorts. You can expect everything. I'm trying to extend myself out. And here's the weird thing. Full disclaimer, I was honestly expecting to take my foot off the gas for the next year, and I am. Like, you might not notice it, but I'm putting a lot less effort into Bauer's Game Corner, a lot more effort into being a stay-at-home dad, because that's what I am right now. That is my primary goal. And my daughter, Amelia, now, she's 6 months, and she's getting to the point where it's less just naps all the time, and it's more engagement. So I am going to be putting out less content over the next probably 18 months. But that being said, it doesn't feel like it because I keep putting out YouTube. I don't know. The bottom line is Bauer's Game Corner is in a really good spot, and I need to get my Fiverr back because there's the other thing. I didn't talk about Fiverr. I didn't talk about Patreon or anything like that. My Fiverr has kind of gone disarray. You know, if you're familiar with like online ranked games, like I'm decaying on Fiverr because the bottom line is they put in a whole bunch of new guidelines on how they want you to do it, on how your video needs to be, on how this and how the other thing is, and I need to get on there for like 3 hours and update my Fiverr completely. So there's less income from that, but honestly, it's just because I've been focusing more on having the baby. Thank you, Craig, and let me know if you have any suggestions. But there you go. That is the state of Bauer's Game Corner. Overall, things are going great. Everyone's healthy, everyone's happy, and things are. I feel like the arrow is pointing up. And as always, the great Steve guy. What's the hell is his name? There's a quote. I was going to say a quote right there. I was going to try to do a thing where I said a quote. Steve Allen. No, god dang it. The quote was pretty much. Luckily, it's you know what? I don't know what the quote was. The quote was subscribe. As always, thanks for your time, you two. And if you have any questions or suggestions, put them in the comments below. Bye-bye.